Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I understand that I'm the last candidate of 13 to present him or herself, so I'll try and make it quite brief. I'm 48 years old, married. We have 2 daughters. We live in a small town in North Germany. I have a German-British background. My father served with the British military in Germany, and as so many, married a German wife, so there are more than 50,000 living results of Anglo-German love and friendship, thanks to the presence of the British military in Germany. The most famous one is somebody who plays for Hamburger Sportverein, a son of an RAF captain, and some of the German-British minority in Germany actually entered politics. I have the honour of serving in the European Parliament since 2017 as the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, and since 2015 I've already been a Vice President of the European People's Party. I would like to continue my work in the presidency. What are the future plans for us as EPP? First of all, we have to maintain what we are, the largest and strongest political force in Europe. We have 70 member parties in more than 40 countries. But there's more to it than that. What we have to do as an EPP is make very clear that we are the credible political force of the centre in Europe, the centre-right. Things are changing in Europe. We're noticing this in the European Parliament. The old cooperation between EPP and Social Democrats has come to an end because together we don't have a majority. We're looking for new partners. And of course, a free party cooperation with RE will be more challenging than a two-party cooperation. But what we are seeing in the first months, and Manfred Weber has pointed out to this and will continue to point out, is that in this new European Parliament, the EPP is the stable, reliable political force of the centre, and we are ready to organise parliamentary majorities for the new European Commission run by Ursula von der Leyen, who I know for more than 20 years when she started her political career in my German Bundesland of Niedersachsen. So that is our main message. We are ready to shoulder responsibility at a regional level, in our member states, and also at a European level to get the new Commission being able to start their work. What can I do as a Vice President? I have learned always to be a team player. I would like to continue my work serving under President Donald Tusk, who hopefully will get a very good result, which will be announced in hopefully less than 1 hour, together with the other Vice Presidents, and we just heard excellent presentations by candidates for the Vice Presidents. It's really a shame that there are 12 candidates for 10 positions. Really, there should be 12 Vice Presidents, because all 12 have really deserved to be elected. I would like to contribute in the EPP party, in the EPP group run by Manfred Weber, and of course always to support Ursula von der Leyen and her team, especially of highly qualified EPP commissioners. And how can we reach out to the younger generation? Well, as a father of 2 teenage daughters, I'm facing a difficult challenge every weekend when I'm at home. I listen to what my daughters have to tell me, and I guess that my daughters, who are 13 and 15, think very similarly to what other young people are thinking in Europe. They expect politicians to explain what they do and afterwards to do what they have explained. It's rather simple, but still often we don't fulfill their expectations, and that's not good. We have to listen what the next generation has to tell us. They have huge expectations when it comes to how we can improve education and training, what we can do to provide them with well-paid, qualified jobs, how we can fight unemployment. They have large expectations when politicians have to get serious how we can tackle climate change. And this is also one of the titles of the von der Leyen Commission, how we can promote our European way of life. Because what the EPP is more than just a political family. We are a family of common values. We fight for democracy, the rule of law, gender equality, religious tolerance, for a social market economy, for human dignity, and much more. This is important, and what I notice when I visit schools on a regular basis in my home country, Germany, how important these values are for the next generation. We have good youth organizations in our member states, it's always worth listening to them, and this of course also applies to the young EPP. So to finalize, in the next 5 years, the European People's Party should be the credible force of a political centre. We should continue to deepen our single market. We should fight for a rules-based fair trade policy, get new trade deals done with other parts of the world. We should advocate closer cooperation in fighting international terrorism, crime and corruption. We should strengthen the foreign policy dimension of the European Union. The European Union has to act not only as a global payer, but also as a global player. But if we want to be taken seriously, we have to get our act together. We need a more united approach in our common foreign policy and our common defense policy. That's why I very much welcome that Ursula von der Leyen has given her commission the new name of a geopolitical commission. There are many more issues I could mention. I'll keep it there. I would like to ask you to support me once again, and of course also that I might be able to continue the work as chairman of the Working Group 1 in the European People's Party. We are the working group who are responsible for getting all the resolutions fixed for our party conferences and for our political assembly, and I really look forward to working together with Donald Tusk and all these fantastic vice president candidates who have been here this afternoon. Thank you so much.